Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell. And this is the Insider Report. So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hello, Kat.
Hey, Bruce.
The weather is here.
It's finally, we're recording on Monday. It's going to be a hot one today.
Yes.
So it's we're all in our summer clothes, I can see. Yeah,
That's
between
right.
like tank tops and shorts and Hawaiian shirts between all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got Dave in the office here. Yeah. He's all dressed down. He's going to be joining us, and he's down too. We're ready for the weather. Hey, that Chetco effect is not like it's not our first one.
Oh, yeah, been there, seen that. Yep.
Yeah. But what'd you get into this weekend?
Oh, gosh. It was a great week. Like, I adopted a kitten.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Her name is Penny because I have to name her Penny.
Okay.
And she is this adorable, fluffy little like cow print cat who just like she sleeps so easy. Like they said they were considering naming her Lepsy at the Humane Society shelter because she was falling asleep in the vet's vans.
Every time, just passing out.
Yeah, just passing out. But yeah, she's a sweetheart. I love her. It was love at first sight. That's why I adopted her.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. So you've been busy with being a cat mom.
Yep,
the kitten
adopting
mom.
a shelter pet. Yep. Got to do that, and spent the weekend rehearsing, getting our first blocking rehearsals down for complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. So, Yep, it's gonna be a silly one. We already have some clips up online about it.
Yeah, I've been catching stuff on Facebook.
Of Jason and Chloe being their goofy clown characters. So it's gonna be a good one.
She's coming back to town for this.
She's back in town for it. Yep.
Yeah,
She's
she does
back.
that with you guys. That's
She
very good.
tries to come up once a year for a production, and she's been making it happen. Yeah, for the last 3 years. So she's a champion. I love working with Chloe.
Right on. Beautiful. Great.
Yep.
Good deal.
Consummate professional. Yeah.
So it was a good weekend.
Yeah, it was great.
I had a boring weekend. I mean, I just kind of like that. I just needed to vegetate for a bit. It was just like we're getting ready. I mean, we're going to be talking about it. I forgot to put it in last week's show, but the events that are coming up that, Southern Oregon puts on. Hello.
Yeah.
So did that. But
your day job?
yeah, my day job. Hey, oh my gosh, of all of them. Yeah, we're having a blast, but we're getting ready for it and all that good stuff. But I just needed a break. Every once in a while, I just got to go and vegetate and just be cool and watch my sports and dig it. And that's pretty much what I did this weekend. And Junior was in the same attitude.
Sure. You guys were busy during Azalea Festival. That makes sense.
Well, and that's the other thing. See, I'm getting into mode. When we do stuff, like I was busy both days, Saturday and Sunday. We were in the parade, and then I did the judging. So that's 2 days, boom, boom. That's like what we do with the events. I got to have the next week off, the next weekend just be cool.
Recharge your batteries.
Yeah. And I got the paper done. I did it like 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. I finished it off,
Nice.
And stuff, and got it sent away. So that was when my break began, you know what I mean? So, that was it right there. And I took full advantage of it, but now it's back in mode again, and now I'm getting ready for it going, here we go. Yeah, but it's going to be a great one. It's going to be fun. But before we get to talking to Dave, he's in here. First I got to announce everybody here. I got to thank everybody, Oregon Southcoast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows out there, you just got to go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. Very cool. Got a great story for you. You always tell us about the surf perch and everything. Yeah. I got some friends down there that live right on the ocean view, and they got a house that goes right down to the beach. Their stairs do, what I mean? Beautiful. So we're sitting there watching. One day I was over there doing, when I was doing my comedy routine for them and everything, we were at that house doing it. And we were out there looking off the back deck, and these people were catching like buckets of surf perch. So that Monday we went down there, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, come on down and bring it." And so I took Junior down there and everything, caught 18 fish within an hour.
Wow.
How fun.
There was like 2 or 3 of us, but he caught a bunch. He got like 9 of them, whatever. But between 3 of us, 18 surf perch in 1 hour in that spot. And those people were killing it a couple days before.
Great observation.
Yeah, it was very cool. So but he enjoyed oh my God, he went apey on that. I bet. So much fun. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. So there we go. I just had to give it to you on that one. So now we got Dave Kuehn in here. Hey. What the heck is going on out there? Because it's beautiful. So
it is. Beautiful is relative.
Yeah.
That's really what beautiful means, because it's so windy.
Yes,
we cannot go fishing.
There you go. Yeah,
but it is nice summer weather. I'm like you said, Kat. I'm Hawaiian, and you're in your shorts. And tank top. Gosh, it's hot. But Fish Report, speaking of the Azalea Festival and weekend, we were very busy with our annual kids fish pond.
That's what you do at the, yeah.
Yeah, it was Saturday, and it takes all day Friday to set up, and we have to watch the fish all night long. And then we do the event Saturday, and it's a whirlwind. A couple hundred kids, maybe 300 kids went through and caught fish. So instead of taking the week off, which I should have because I was so tired, I went fishing the next 6 days in a row.
Oh, my gosh, okay.
Knowing that this wind was coming. So I took advantage of getting out there and tried for halibut, but not yet. But I did catch a Chinook salmon right out here near the Bell and Whistle.
Nice.
Trolling. So I think I'm the first one to actually catch and land a Chinook in close like that. So I was pretty lucky, pretty fortunate for that.
Cool.
So speaking of king salmon, we only have till Friday. King salmon Chinook closes Friday, June 6th, but reopens June 30th, and that season goes through July 15th. So you really got to be in the know to figure what's open and not. So king salmon closes on Friday. Coho opens on Saturday. But it's fin clip coho only, not wild coho. So you got to know that rule.
Yeah, the fin clip, yeah.
So I'm sure those fish checkers and OSP might be a little busy in the beginning, people bringing in the wrong fish. I hope not, but
yeah,
it tends to happen during these times. So rockfish is still 4 rockfish plus 2 lingcod, but beginning July 1st, we'll be able to keep 5 rockfish and 2 lingcod, and one of the rockfish may be a cabezon, because cabezon opens July 1st as well. Surf perch, we just talked about.
Yeah.
You get out there, take advantage of that. Pacific halibut,
good stuff.
Trolley, sand dab's open right now. So when you can get out, the halibut will pick up, I'm sure, in July, August, it'll pick up. California halibut is just around the corner. Crab is still open, but slow. The best months for crabbing, September, October, November, December. But it's you can crab. And the Rogue River springers, there's still some springers showing up. And as of yesterday on the Rogue, you can keep 1 wild springer now. So you got to know all this. That's my job, is to educate our group.
That's what we have you on for. To educate everybody out there.
Exactly.
Try. They know what's going on.
Yeah, so it's happening.
You got a meeting for June?
Oh, yes, thank you. June 18th, we have a meeting. And we have a couple guest speakers.
Oh, cool.
I've got one from the Coast Guard coming who's going to explain when they do a bar report, because we always check the bar report to see if it's safe to go out and what's the wave action, the swells and everything. But how do they actually come up with those numbers? And I asked the question yesterday, and they're going to come tell our group how they do that.
Oh, very cool.
Besides going out in their big boat and looking,
Right,
there's certain things they got to do to make sure they give an accurate bar report.
Yeah, because if anybody could do it, then everybody could do it.
It's like weather, whether or not.
There you go.
All right, beautiful. Well, thanks. Well, next time you get able to get out there, like you said, the Friday is it, so hopefully people can get out.
Yeah, getting close. I'm going to try to get in close again, just troll around the buoy and whistle, because we could do that, I think.
Well, always a pleasure to have you on board telling us this, and now it's time to go dance Mary Lou's feet off.
Yeah,
again.
it's time for line dancing.
Line dancing with Mary Lou.
All right. Nice to see you guys.
Take care. Bye, Bruce.
Bye-bye.
Good one. All right, well, now it's time to and we got a good one. Music schedule. June is packed.
It is very packed, and we're going to start off with Cisco playing on the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th at Whales Head from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also playing on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the 19th, he's going to be at Seaview from noon to 1:30. And on the 27th, he's going to be at the Chetco Activity Center playing from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, hey, and the Mighty Steelheads, they'll be at Ecstatic on the 7th at 7 p.m. They'll be in, here's the one where you can travel for. On the 14th, they'll be at the Bumbleberry Inn in Utah. So if you're out around that area. And then on the 27th, they'll be at the Ecstatic again at 7.
All right. And then the Italian guys are playing on the 3rd and the 24th this month at Pete's Bar and Grill. Music there starts at 6. And on the 28th, they'll be at the Ecstatic down in Crescent City at 7.
Yeah, and then Lon Goddard, he'll be back playing on the 6th at Missy Mountain Brewing, 6 to 8. On the 7th, it'll be Pete's Bar and Grill. On the 11th, it'll be Kuehn Thai, 6 to 8. On the 20th, it'll be Misty Mountain Brewing, 6 to 8. Then on the 21st, he's at Port-au-Prince, don't know what time. And on the 25th, he'll be at Kuehn Thai, so I'm assuming 6 to 8 at that one.
All right.
Dee.
All right. And then we've got a lineup for JD Drums on the 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. He'll be at open mic at the Ox with Keith Roberts from 8 to 11. And also on the 13th, they'll be at Oxenfree again in Brookings from 8 to 11. On the 14th, playing at Inateca in Crescent City from 7 to 10. On the 20th, they will be at Dragonfly Farm and Nursery over in Langlois from 6 to 9. And on the 28th, playing at Augustino's Wine Bar and Harbor from 2 to 5.
Yeah. And then the Inateca, Friday, music starts at 7. Saturday, it starts at 8. On the 6th, they got Black GTO. On the 7th, the Mighty Steelheads. On the 14th, JD Drums. And on the 21st, they got Line Dance Night with Stephanie Latour and the Reverbs from 7 to 9.
And then Patty Ann has some dates coming up here. On the 6th, she's playing at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8. On the 20th, over at Kuehn, again 6 to 8. And on the 28th, playing at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8.
Yeah, and then Black GTO on the 6th, they'll be at Inateca at 7. And on the 27th, they'll be at Port-au-Prince, 7 to 10.
And then Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 20th over at Chetco Brewing Co. from 8 to 11.
Yeah, Mike Powell on the 1st, he'll be at Augustino's Port Tasting Rooms, 2 to 5. On the 20th, Brookings Elks Lodge, 6 to 8. And on the 27th, Chetco Brewing Company, 6 to 8. Yeah, forget the Augustino's, it's already happened.
Okay.
It just dawned on me.
All righty.
Looked at that. Hey,
good to know.
But hey, there you go. And if you got music out there, if you're a band or somebody who plays music and you want to get your self on the schedule here, all you got to do is send it to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com and I'll get it out there for you.
Okay. And then let's turn our attention to the ever-busy Chetco Library over at 405 Alder Street in Brookings, starting with their weekly event lineup. So on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they've got story time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. And at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays, they have their from 3 to 5 p.m., they have their tween club. So youth ages 10 to 13 are welcome to hang out after school and explore new interests and activities every week there. And then on Wednesdays, just a note here, we're transitioning into the summertime, and so after-school activities is going to be dormant until next fall. But they are having at the Kalmiopsis Elementary School a group in the afternoons, a gardening club for older kids and teens. And you can contact Brenna at chetcolibrary.org for more information about how to sign up. And then on Thursdays, at instead of after-school activities at 4 p.m., at 3 o'clock, they're going to be having an open bill Lego club every week. And at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they have Easy Flow Yoga. This is a free class. And for this class, it's recommended that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Saturdays, every Saturday at 1 o'clock, they have Saturday Shuffle. That's Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and more. And gamers of all kinds are welcome to bring their favorite card or board games from their own collections, or they can browse the library's games and find a crew to play with. And then on second and fourth Saturdays at 1 p.m., they have a Teens Teach Tech event. You can drop by the library annex with your device or tech questions and get personalized help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. And the Teens Teach Tech mentors are young people who have been trained to teach technology to older adults. They're standing by to help with your smartphone, iPad, or computer. And this is a completely free service presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And coming up in monthly and special events, on June 7th at 2 o'clock, they have their afternoon indie film, and they partner with the Wild Rovers Film Festival on this one. It's free monthly indie and classic film screenings, and this month they're going to screen Burst the Silence, and we'll have more info about that later. On June 9th, all day long, there's Spice World Bags. You can take a culinary journey around the world. Spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world. Each bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. Please note, supplies are limited. It is first come, first serve. And then on June 11th at 1 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., two time slots to choose from, we're hosting an Unlock the World of Streaming TV in partnership with Beacon Broadband. Are you new to streaming movies and television shows? You can join the tech-savvy Beacon Broadband team for a free class on streaming video on your television, laptops, or tablets. And they do note spots are limited for this. Reservations are required, and you can look up the event at eventbrite.com. And then rounding out this week, June 12th, 2 to 6 p.m., they have a rock painting party. You can join the library staff for a community rock painting party. Artists of all ages are invited to drop in and paint a treasure to take home between 2 and 6 p.m. Again, supplies including rocks will be provided. And coming up this week in book clubs on June 4th at 4 p.m., they have Voyagers Book Club. This is a fresh, fun book club for tweens and young teens. June's read is The Taken by Mbali Izerlis. And if you have any questions about library events or programs, you can always drop by the library at 405 Alder Street. Check out their events calendar at chetcolibrary.org or follow them for updates on Facebook. And hey, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
It is. Well, our library is kicking. I gotta tell you, that's saying we don't rock around
It feels
here.
like I'm running a marathon every single month.
But wait, there's more. That's just tip of the iceberg.
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes,
people.
indeedy. All right. Hey, we'll hear a few quotes from legendary actress Marilyn Monroe. She was born June 1st, 1926. She said, "We should all start to live before we get too old. Fear is stupid. So are regrets. Keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing. There's so much to smile about." She goes, "I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it." And then, "What do I wear to bed? Why, Chanel number 5, of course." Hey, hope you enjoyed these week's quotes from Marilyn Monroe with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, have a great one. Yeah,
Classic.
That's a classic. Yeah, when the guy asked her, "Hey, what do you wear to bed?" "Yeah, just Chanel number 5.
Well, there you go. All right. Hey, the International Yoga Gathering is having their monthly Ecstatic dance event at the Grange in Harbor this week. It's happening on the 4th of June from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound stupid here. I should have gave you this one because I wanted to hear you pronounce it. But is it? Okay, Lucky 7 Casino is presenting and Vignettes from Avonlea. Is that it? Avonlea?
You know, that's one of the few children's books I did not read as a child, so I couldn't help you there.
Well, then I'm going to say it that way, and hopefully it's correct. But they're doing it there at Lucky 7 Casino on the 6th at 7 p.m., on the 7th at 4 p.m., and on the 8th at 2 p.m. And Vignettes from Avonlea is a dance theater production inspired by L.M. Montgomery's classic. As I give you the times, tickets can be purchased in the studio, online via catchdancewave.square.site, or Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings, or at Del Norte Office Supply in Crescent City. There you go. Sweet.
All right. Well, the Brookings Harbor Education Foundation is having their 8th annual golf tournament at the Salmon Run Golf Course. This is happening on the 7th of June, and you can register at brookingsharbor-edu.org, or by giving Brandon Hodges a call. You can call 541-813-9303.
That's right. And Elk Valley Casino is presenting Strait Country. It's Buck Ford's tribute to George Strait. This is happening on the 7th at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now, in person at the Points Club booth or online at etix.com in advance and on the day of the event. Doors open at 7 p.m. with the show starting at 8, and you must be 21 or older to attend, and seating is always first come, first serve.
All right, and then we've got some info here about afternoon indie films at the Chetco Library. June's indie film selection is Burst the Silence. It's happening on the 7th of June, a Saturday, from 2 to 4 p.m. Again, a free monthly film screening for the community. Afternoon indie films frequently feature top film selections from the Wild Rivers Film Festival or films of special state or local significance. Again, June's film selection is Burst the Silence. This is a musical memoir directed by Eric Schaefer. Burst the Silence is a powerful true story about an aging father burdened by a long-held secret and the son who helps him confront the past. As they navigate memory, loss, and reconciliation, a shared musical gift uncovers the one story the father was never able to tell. Adapted from the Tony Award-winning Signature Theater's 2018 stage production, this film is a moving exploration of truth, forgiveness, and the enduring bonds of family.
There you go. Hey, and the 4th annual Pride in the Park is happening on the 7th here at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This free family-friendly event promises an afternoon filled with joy, community connection, and pride. Attendees could look forward to a diverse range of activities, including live DJ music, line dance lessons, lip-sync performances. There'll be a resource and vendor fair with information booths hosted by the local community partners and local vendors. They will be available to share information and sell their wares to the community. Engaging activities for all ages, including free face painting, multiple crafts in the teen space, and a calm sensory space to hang out in. The community builder in the community building, you connect with fellow community members to celebrate their identities. So,
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it. And then Creative Juices is presenting a Pints and Paint event called Paint Your Bestie. This is happening at Chetco Brewing on the 8th of June from 2 to 5 p.m. They call it a lighthearted way to spend Best Friends Day.
There you go, Best Friends Day. Hey, Manley Art Center, June workshops. On the 3rd, they'll have Creating Your Haiku Spirit. On the 8th, they have the Fundamentals of Seasonal Floral Design. On the 17th, self-publishing. On the 22nd, writing the story only you can tell. And on the 23rd, they'll have the Manley Sessions acoustic music gatherings. Now, for times and registration, you can go to manleyartcenter.com or call 541-469-1807.
All right. And then Southwest Oregon Innovation Hub is presenting a Curry County Pitch Night. This is happening at Mr. Ed's Underground Pub up in Port Orford on the 13th of June from 5 to 8 p.m. And it just says it features foods, drinks, and pitches. For more information, you can contact Tanya at scdcinc.org or by calling 541-808-7003.
It is kind of vague, and I'm going to have to look this up and check it out, and as you guys can too. But I think that the pitches, I mean, to me, it sounds like a business, just another way of saying,
Like a
hey,
networking
bring your
night.
business, network business, you know, bring your business here and get up there and pitch it on stage. That's what it sounds like to me. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd hate to see people throwing baseballs at each other in a bar.
I imagine it's probably not that.
Pretty sure that's not it.
Right.
Hey, and coming up, speaking of the Insider of Southern Oregon, yes, events are beginnings in through June, running through September. The first one was Bootleg on the Boardwalk. This is happening from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on both days, June 14th and 15th, in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Going to be happening quicker than you think. All right. Elk Valley Casino is presenting a comedy night with Mike Moratori, and that's on the 14th of June at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now in person at the Points Club booth. You can also get them online at etix.com in advance or on the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30. The show starts at 8 p.m. Got to be 21 or older to attend, and seating is first come, first serve. All right, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right, g'day Cat, g'day mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know the world's greatest musician and the creator of Sherlock Holmes had a falling out over spiritualism? It's true, and here's the story. In his early days, Houdini performed as a medium and ran seances. He knew better than most how psychics could manipulate and mislead an audience. As a result, Houdini dedicated himself to exposing clairvoyants, describing them as human leeches. He even testified before Congress campaigning for legislation that would make fortune-telling and seances illegal. While using his expertise, Houdini would publicly expose common tricks used by mediums, debunking their magical abilities. Well, despite their different beliefs, Arthur Conan Doyle and Harry Houdini had been good friends. However, the two men found themselves on opposite sides of a culture war. The rift widened when Arthur Conan Doyle's wife, Jean Doyle, communicated with the ghost of Houdini's mother during a private seance with Houdini present. Afterwards, Houdini presented Doyle's wife to the public as a hoax. Their friendship never really truly recovered. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Until next week, hey, always keep it real.
Oh, culture wars happening for as long as we can remember.
Yeah, they were good buddies, and then, hey, things just went bye-bye,
Yeah.
Yeah, you called my wife a hoax? What?
Oh.
That stuff was really, people were making a lot of money back in the
I know, right? Yeah. Between that and snake oil salesmen, oh my gosh, there was a grift for everything.
Yeah.
Again, history repeats itself.
That's right. Exactly.
All righty. Well, hey, let's dive back into some summer events here. The Chetco Library is having a summer reading program kickoff party on the 21st of June from 2 to 4 p.m. And this year's summer reading program, Level Up at Your Library, is an all-ages summer program based around puzzles and games. And Level Up at Your Library reminds us that libraries are not just a space for knowledge, they are a space for fun. For anyone who pre-registered by the 31st of May will be able to pick up a welcome a kit and their free T-shirt along with their reading tracker, but anyone is welcome to come in and participate in the reading challenges as well as special events happening in July. You can choose from a Bookopoly or Dragon and Friends reading tracker challenge, both of which can be turned into games if you want. You can earn prizes for reading or attending programs and activities at the library. These activities and events are going to be happening June 21st through August 2nd. You can visit ChetcoLibrary.org to check out the full schedule of events. And or if you need to call someone, call 541-469-7738.
Yep. Yeah, I'll slide one more in here because it's a social shred. We're doing 3 right in a row here. It's a social shred surf and skate expo. This is happening 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on June 21st. The Port of Brookings Harbor plays host to the first tribute to all the shredders in the area. Exhibitions, food, vendors, kids' activities, battle of the bands, and more. So there you go. And then I got a Bodacious Bazaar after that. So I got 3 weeks straight out.
You've got a busy June ahead of you.
Yes. Well, hey, that's it. It's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all the great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's Insider Report, and please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and catch all the fine shows they have to offer, including the show podcasts that have the Insider Report on there. And all you got to do is go to kciw.org, and you can check out the live streaming that's available as well. Hey, most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. You can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you also find the link to the Insider Report. Go figure. So, hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there. Bam!
See what we got. Like going out about 2 weeks.
Not too bad, not too bad.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.